When solving trigonometry problems like sine, cosine, and tangent, you'll use a calculator in the last step to be able to determine the measurement for x or for theta. To do this, you can use a graphing calculator like this TI calculator. If you don't have one like that available, another option is Desmos. Desmos is a free online graphing calculator. Now I'm going to show you how to type in these 6 example problems. To do this, first you'll want to make sure that Desmos is in degree mode. To do that, click on the graph settings icon, and at the bottom you'll see the word degree. Click that so that way it's highlighted. Close the menu, and now you can type in the sine, cosine, or tangent formulas in this box right here. There is a keyboard panel you can access at the bottom by clicking Show Keyboard, and this is where you can access the sine, cosine, and tangent buttons. They're in this Functions menu, so we're going to start off with the sine formula. Click Functions, and you'll notice that all 6 options are here. We have sine, cosine, and tangent, as well as inverse sine, inverse cosine, and inverse tangent. We're going to use the keyboard to type in the rest of the formula as well. We know that when the variable is in the numerator of the fraction that we need to multiply to get our answer. So I'm actually going to clear this out with the x real quick. Let's type 26 and then multiply, and then we're going to use the functions menu and sine with 38 degrees, and as soon as we're finished typing, Desmos will generate the answer for us. Let's do the next one. We're going to do the same thing but with cosine. Variables on top, so we're going to use multiplication again. Functions menu, cosine, 59 degrees, and once again it automatically displays the answer as soon as we're done typing. Let's do tangent this time. For this problem, notice that the variable is in the denominator. That means we're going to be using division instead of multiplication. So we have 21 and then divide, and we have the function menu, tangent 44. Notice how on the screen, when we click the division button, it will display it as a fraction, and that's okay because fractions and division are the same thing. Let's go on to the inverse functions. For inverse sine, inverse cosine, inverse tangent, these are a little bit easier to type in. There's no multiplication or division required. We're just going to type it in directly as it's displayed. We can find those functions right next to the normal sine, cosine, tangent. Let's start with inverse sine. And then in the parentheses, we need to type the 8 over 10, which is using the division key, right? Division is the same as a fraction. So we type 8, and then divide by 10. Notice how the fraction appears automatically. And then we have our answer. Let's try out cosine inverse, function menu, cosine inverse, and then type in 30 divided by 70. And as soon as we're done typing, we have our results. And then one more example with inverse tangent, functions, inverse tangent, and then 9 over 2. The link to this calculator can be found in the description. That's all for today. Like and subscribe.